Good day to our dear televiewers. Welcome mga kauturan sa inyong paborito ng programa dokumentaryo diri lamang sa Smile TV Channel 10. In our previous presentation, we were able to invite the representative of Muslim belief nga nagpatag sa aton sang mga views regarding sa aton nga ginapamangkot kabahin sadto I think was Jesus Christ born on December 25. Because of the insistent demand of our listening public, may mga opinion kag mga bagay nga dapat nato natagan ligwa sa aton nga programa dokumentaryo. Ini naman karon ang very exciting topic nga aton pagadiskusyonan diri sa aton nga programa dokumentaryo. Kag ini I think makatag sang madako nga informasyon naman sa aton nga mga tagpalamati sa aton nga mga televiewers. Kay ini mga kauturan, ginpaninguaan naton para nga matagan naton ligwa ang mga opinion kag mga suggestions sang aton mga televiewers. Kay tungod man ini nga mga bagay very important para sa ila nga mahibaluan kung ano ini ang mahatag nga mga enlightenment sang atong ginpangimbitar nga mga bisita. So we're very exciting in our discussion today because we were able to invite another group naman in the person of Mr. Fernando Bibiano, who will represent the Pentecostal and at the same time si Dr. Ray Intila sa Catholic faith belief. I would like to clarify to our listeners that this is not a debate. This is just only an answer to the call and suggestions sa aton nga mga televiewers nga ini nga mga topiko dalon naton sa programa dokumentaryo. Ang pamangkot, ano ini nga topiko nga gusto may baluan sang aton nga mga televiewers. As what I have said, we're very lucky and we're very exciting to start with this discussion regarding ini sa topic nga gin-request sang aton mga televiewers. Ining isa ka pamangkutanon, the papacy was instituted by Christ on St. Peter. Ang papacy sa akon nga pag-analisar mga kauturan, ang isa man kapalamangkutanon, sino ang una nga pap just because sa Catholic belief may ginapatihan kita nga pap, no? So ini karon mga kauturan, talakayon ta, hindi ta napagpalawigon just because we're just only allotted 1 hour for this program. And as what I have said, this is not a debate, but this is purely a discussion to enlighten the opinion and at the same time the suggestions of the topic being requested by our televiewers. By this time mga kauturan, we're very glad to have with us Dr. Ray Intila, the Catholic faith defender. Sir?
Good afternoon, Chito Berhet, kag sa aton nga mga televiewers subong. Thank you for viewing and I will be presenting the evidence concerning the fact that Peter was the first pope as appointed by Jesus Christ in the church. Kag nagpasalamat na ako kay Chito Berhet nga na-invite niya ako liwat to present our side sa Catholic Church.
Okay, so there you are mga kauturan, is Dr. Ray Intila representing Catholic faith defender, and we are very happy also to have with us is Mr. Fernando Bibiano representing the Pentecostal. So sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon everyone, especially to you sir, Chito. Thank you so much for this big opportunity. You invited us makashare man sa amon nga stand according to the Bible. Sa diin, we believe that Apostle Peter was not a pope in Catholic Church or the first pope in the Catholic Church. So thank you so much.
Okay, si there you are mga kauturan, sa nasiling naton di tanan ni pagpalawigon kay madamo lipot lang aton panahon kag base karon mabitin naman kita. But although kung double bitin kita, you can request to us nga may ibalik naton ang aton duha ka bisita for some enlightenment. As what I have said, this is not a debate, but this is just only a pure discussion nga patagaan naton sang nagakaigo nga mga klarifikasyon ang mga palamangkutanon kag ginasuggest ang aton mga televiewers. We brought this matter and discussion just because this is the requested nga mga topiko sang aton nga mga televiewers. My first question, I would like to address this to Dr. Ray Intila. no, Dr. Entila, because the Catholic faith defender believe that Pope appointed by Jesus Christ as the upon St. Peter was appointed by Jesus Christ as the first Pope. This is also in cognizant with what we call the papacy, no, papacy. So prior sa imong mga clarification, Dr. Entila, can you tell us, our televiewers, about this papacy? Because our topic is the papacy was instituted by Christ on St. Peter.
Thank you, Tito Berit. Ang word nga papacy comes from the Greek word papas, meaning to say father. Kag sa Italian na papa. Pero sa Old Testament pa lang daan, sa Judges chapter 18 verse 19, ginsiling be unto us a priest and a father.
Okay.
So ang pare, priest. In Romans 15:16, St. Paul, who is the apostle, said, I am serving as a priest. At the same time, sa 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 15, he said, I am a father unto you because of the gospel. Kag si Peter man sa first letter of St. Peter chapter 5 verse 13 said, to those who are from Babylon, I greet you with my son Mark. So si Mark ni hindi nitutuod nga son in the flesh, kundi he is a spiritual father to Mark. So the papacy is a system of ecclesiastical government in the Catholic Church headed by the Pope as the vicar or ambassador of Christ on earth. Against the Protestant belief nga ang churches local lang kag independent, and against also the kag inang belief sang Protestant or Pentecostal church ni Brother Bibiano nga local ang church is against the Bible. Kaya sa Bible it is a universal church, and since the church is the kingdom of Christ here on earth, kag ang kingdom kinanglan may unity, si Dios guys nag-establish sa kay Peter as the first leader. Sa kag akon karon ipang mention na ang mga proofs nga Saint Peter was the first leader. Kay kung i-deny ni sing aton nga utod nga si Brother Fernando Bibiano, ang pamangkot ko lang ang mga pilit hasta sa katapusan sining programa, kung hindi si Peter ang first leader nga gina-appoint ni Jesus Christ, sino? Timayawan gid sa sabat sinadra.
Okay. So, thank you so much sa Dr. Entila. Let's go back mga kauturan sa kay Mr. Fernando Bibiano, representing Pentecostal. So, in the comments on our topic, the papacy was instituted by Christ on St. Peter. Do you believe in that?
As Bible says na we don't believe that
Okay.
St. Peter was the first Pope instituted by Christ in the Bible.
Okay.
Because if we look at the writings of St. Peter here in 1 Peter and 2 Peter, Peter addressed himself as an apostle of Christ, not
Okay.
Pope or father, because it will contradict with the Bible writings here from Matthew chapter 23 verse 9 that Jesus Christ said, do not call anyone your father here on earth, for one is your Father who is in heaven. So if we look at the Bible, there are many writings here by many apostles and prophets. Not any one of them allowed to be called a father. They are sometimes called a brethren or brother,
Okay.
or an apostles. They address themselves as an apostle, especially Apostle Peter. And there is no record. If you look at all the texts here in the New Testament, there is no any record. Because in the Bible, if we argue about something in the Bible, the Bible has a ruling. Now, here in 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 6, it says that you may learn in us not to think beyond what is written, that none of you may be puffed up on behalf of one against another. Now, so if we argue something in the Bible, we base our basis only in the Bible, not on other texts, not on other books, but the Bible alone.
So are you trying to see that there is no verses or any writings as far as Bible is concerned that indeed Saint Peter was appointed by Jesus Christ and called it a pop?
Yeah.
Based on the Bible.
Based on the Bible, there is no any record that Apostle Peter was appointed or instituted by Christ as a pope or a pop. So, I think Mr. Intila do not read this one, no? So, mabudlay nga mag-ubra-ubra ta sang istorya nga aton lang bla kag why man sang basis. So muni nga ang Bible may ruling siya nga which is nga not to think beyond what is written, kay kun kita lang pa tan-awon, kita lang pa speakaron sa aton nga side, kadamo tayo sang istorya kung kadamo tayo sang hatag ng opinion niya.
Okay,
aton lang.
another question. On your part, because you did not believe that Jesus Christ or Saint Peter was appointed by Jesus Christ and called him a pop, okay? Because according to you, it was not even written in any verses in the Bible, okay?
Yes.
So in short, what do you think the stand of Dr. Intila, who defended the Catholic faith, of seeing that Saint Peter was the first pop and being appointed by Christ? Anong imo nga masiling sina? Kaya amo nang ngambal ni Dr. Intila that according sa iya that Saint Peter was appointed by Jesus Christ and called him a pop. Okay.
That's a false declaration, sir, no? Kay kung imutan awon sa Biblia, no, nga si Apostol Pablo as Apostol Pedro why nakalapot sa Rome, no? Kundi ang iyang nga appointment sa pagwali sa pulo sa Dios nga limit lamang sa Jerusalem, no? Mabasa ta na sa Matthew chapter 10 verse 6, no? Nga nagkomandi ang Ginoo sa mga apostoles nga do not go to the way of the Gentiles but only on the loose sheep of Israel, no? Kag mabasa ta man na sa Acts chapter 9 verse 15, no, nga si Apostol Pablo amoy ang gintagaan sang appointment ni Lord Jesus Christ nga magwali sang mga balita sa mga hintil, no? Kag makita ta makuturan sa may mga kabyanan, no, sa may Acts chapter 15, no, nga si Peter, no, si Paul nagkadto pagani sa Jerusalem to confirm sa matter, no, sa mga elders which is in Jerusalem headed by Apostle Peter, no? Kag sa Acts chapter 28 verse 14, si Paul nakita ta nga amo siya ang nagkadto diri sa Rome kag nagwali sang mayong balita. So kung basahon ta ang text sa may Galatians chapter 2 verse 7, nagasilig diri nga ang apostleship sang mga apostleship sang Gentiles, no? Galatians chapter 2 verse 7. But on the contrary, when they saw that the gospel for the uncircumcised has been committed to me, this is the writing of Apostle Paul to the Galatians, no? And the gospel for the circumcised was to Peter. So ang Bible why ini nagahatag sang confusion, no? Kundi naghatag ini sang enlightenment sa tao, which is why ini contradict, no? For God is not the author of confusion but of peace. So muna nag-debatihay kami ni nag-argue kami ni Mr. Intila kay he-declare nga Peter was appointed as a first pope sa Rome, no? Papa sa Roma.
Okay.
The first pope in Rome, which is nga Saint Peter was not able to reach Rome. Okay, he is appointed to preach the gospel only to the Israelite people. To
shorten the explanation, the Pentecosts whom you are representing, wala yan nagapating si St. Peter was the first pope according to the arguments of Dr. Entila.
Yes.
No? So, ang aton nga pamangkot, your proof is that even St. Peter, wala yan nakakadto sa Roma.
Yeah.
Sa Roma. And it was not even written in any verses that you can find in the Bible.
Yes,
Kamo
sir.
na ang imo nga mga argumento. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, let's go back with Dr. Entila. So, Dr. Entila as a represented the Catholic faith defender, anong imo yang mga i-argue sa kay Fernando Viviano sang Pentecostal, because according sa iya, we should base our belief what has been written in the Bible. What is not being written in the Bible, wala na sang kamatuoran according sa imo, Mariat, no? Kung wala kuno ginasulat sa Biblia, wala na sang kamatuoran. But according sa you, that your argument that indeed Saint Peter was anointed or even appointed by Jesus Christ as the Pope. So any proof to that?
Tibo silingon, siya mismo nag-ako nga perde siya eh. Kaya why siya mabasa sa Biblia nga nagasiling nga Peter was not appointed the leader.
Okay.
Kaya ang other term sang Pope ni leader of the church.
Leader
Pero
of the church.
Para ako may basa ko nga si Peter is the leader of the church. Now, sa Matthew chapter 16 verse 19, ako memorize ko na nagsiling si Jesus sa kay Saint Peter, I give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Among the 12 apostles, si Pedro yung ginatagan sang keys of the kingdom of heaven. Iti ang keys nga simbolo ni sing authority. According to Isaiah chapter 22, verses 21 to 22, si Eliakim ginatagan sang keys to become the prime minister of Israel. No?
Okay.
So, ang key na supreme authority. Therefore, Christ who gave the keys to Peter, made Peter the leader of the church. That's why mo to question ko, wala gid sa may mabasa dre, nga kung hindi si Peter, may iban nga apostol ang gina-appoint diri nga leader. Sa Luke chapter 22 verse 32, siling sa atong Ginoong Hesukristo.
Excuse Dr. Entila, ang isa tala pamangkot is the proof because your stand is na si St. Peter gid ang the first pope being appointed by Christ. Okay. So, according sa iya, sa kay Mr. Fernando Viviano, wala gid kami makita sa kung ano man nga mga verses sa ara sa may Biblia nga indeed Jesus Christ nag-appoint gid ka ginambalan si St. Peter nga you are the Pope or even a Pope. Now, according sa imo, gin-base ang tanan nga mga pag-analisar just because he was called as Key Supreme. Which according sa imo nga when you see K, it's considered that he is the supreme or even the highest authority sa church, which is the Pope.
Correct.
Am I right?
Correct.
Am I right? So butsing ganon, sa pagambala ben Jesus Christ ginatag na sa iyang K or considered sa supreme of the highest authority that is considered as appointment as Pope.
Correct. So, kaya ang ginsiling ko na kay na Chito, nga mabasa ko sa Biblia nga Jesus Christ instituted this leadership sa kay Saint Peter. Kaya ang nasiling ko na ang leadership kag ang papacy amo ni ang interchangeable nga term diri sa theology in church sa Bible, no? Kung aton basahon ini ang key sa Isaiah chapter 22, no, ginasilindri nga sa verse 22, I will place the key of the house of David on his shoulder. When he opens, no one shuts. Na, sa verse 20, to my servant Eliakim, he shall be a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. So, si Eliakim dre ginatagan sang key, at the same time himo siya nga father.
Okay.
So, ang key kag ang papacy isa. That's why amo to nang tabo sa Matthew chapter 16 verse 19, ang key ginhatag sa kay Saint Peter, wala ginhatag sa kay Paul o kung sa kay Matthias o kung sa kay Matthew o kung sa kay Nathaniel, kundi ginhatag sa kay Peter alone. That's why hasta lang naman tapos sa itong programa, hindi na makalubag si Brother Viviano nga ang key ginhatag sa kay Saint Peter.
Okay.
Kag ang key nga kung sa politics pa Brother Chito, ang symbolic key ginhatag sa outcoming or outgoing mayor sa incoming mayor.
Incoming mayor.
Kag ang key nga na symbolizes authority.
Okay, yes.
So kay ginhatag ni Jesucristo ang key sa kay Saint Peter. Therefore, Peter exercises the authority. Basahon mo ni ang Acts chapter 1 up to Acts chapter 15, panandi si Saint Peter ang gambal sinidi. When Jesus Christ ascended to heaven, si Peter sa Acts chapter 1 ang nagtindog kag nag-address ang 120 brothers. Sa Acts chapter 2, si Peter ang nagtindog among 3,000 believers kag gin-explain niya to ang manner of coming of the Holy Spirit during the Pentecost. Sa Acts chapter 3, si Peter ang nag-proclaim sang first miracle dito sa gate. Kag sa Acts chapter 15, si St. Paul mismo hindi siya makahimo mag-decide kung nila mga Gentiles is circumcised o kung hindi. Kaya si James ang mga apostoles hindi sila ka-decide until such time si Peter nag-stand up sa Acts chapter 15 verse 11 nga, it is through my mouth that the Gentiles will receive the gospel. So si Saint Peter ang nag-solve sa problema dre. Therefore, consistent siya ang Biblia. Kay Biblia ang nabasihan tas suno sa siling mo sa 1 Corinthians 4:6 hindi magsobra sa Biblia nga si Jesucristo naghatag sing authority kay Saint Peter kag gin-exercise ni Saint Peter.
That authority, meaning that authority given by Christ to Saint Peter, it symbolizes that he should be called Pope, or that symbolize nga siya ang Pope.
Ang Pope actually nga name ni it means father.
Yes, father.
So basa ko na kina galing wala siguro namati si Brad Bibiano nga sa 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 15 si Saint Paul nga apostol nagsiling siya nga though you have 10,000 teachers in Christ you don't have many fathers.
Okay.
Because of the gospel of Christ I have become your father. So 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 13 si Peter nagsiling nga greetings from Babylon. Ang Babylon could names in Rome. Kayo ang Babylon nga yan ni Nebuchadnezzar sa 5th century na pukanan to ya. Ang Babylon could names in Rome. Therefore Peter was in Rome. Kag sila niya to my son Mark. Ang Mark nga evangelist nga ni hindi ini son in the flesh kundi spiritual son niya ni. Kag si Mark amo ang kag si Peter amo ang spiritual father ni Mark. Therefore Saint Peter is the Pope or father, an apostle, at the same time the leader of the church who went to Rome.
Okay, so one question, Dr. Intila, kadto kita karon sa mga diskusyon man kag mga prof ni Mr. Fernando Bibiano, because according sa kay Mr. Fernando Bibiano nga Peter is not a pope and he was not even appointed by Christ, just because even Peter does not visited Rome. But according sa imo, Babylonia is a code name of Rome. So therefore, wala sa kamatuoran ang ginapahayag ni Mr. Fernando Bibiano nga si Peter wala gid nakabisita sa Rome.
Correct gid ang observation mo, Brad Chito, nga wala sing kamatuoran ang iya contention. Kay sa Revelation chapter 17 kag chapter 18, nagsiling sa St. John mo, Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. It does not refer to the ancient Rome nga yan ni Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay.
It doesn't refer to ancient Babylon, kundi it refers to Rome which is the new Babylon. Kag pagsiling ni St. Peter sa 1 Peter 5:13, the church that is in Babylon greets you. Ginagreet niya to ang universal church nga ang Roman church wherein Peter was there, nag-greet sa tanan-tanan nga mga katawhan in the universal church. Kag suno sa contention drio sa pamatuod si mga standard references, it is without a shadow of doubt nga Peter was in Rome. Aridio sa Pagan and Christian Rome by Lanciani, page 135. For archaeologists, the history and martyrdom of Peter and Paul in Rome is a fact without a shadow of doubt. Ipaluad tani, ipa-deny tani sa kay Brother Fernando Bibiano, kay why si may maapin siya, Biblia man o kung history.
Okay, so when we come back mga kauturan, kadto kita sa Mr. Fernando Bibiano para sa iyang mga manifestation, manifestation kag sa iyang mga ribatal regarding karon sa posisyon ni Mr. o ni Dr. Ray Intila sa representing Catholic Faith Defender. When we come back, just stay tuned.